Hey there, this is Mini Pots again, and I have a slight problem today. I've already done my weekend review, which is, I understand where that's at and why I'm doing it, and I hope other people are getting something out of it. And this is something a little bit, I'll be trying to be doing more videos of this if I can speak clearly. And you can see I left my desk like it was. This is that team, but let me guess. I'm going to pause the video for a second. So, see if they can put me on a list. If it comes in and they have a copy, give me a call. And I'll know within 24 hours whether or not I'm going to get it. I won't be discounted. So it'll be the full, whatever, 165, which is not a bad price after looking at the contents. I'm back. And I have some things in the other bedroom, which is supposed to be my kids' bedroom in the future. We have a big enough house and we have other stuff going on. It's not an issue, so please don't call like protective services or something like that. I'm joking about that. I mean, I'm not joking about not calling, but I mean, look at these miniatures, okay? But look, this is a unopened box. Oh, I did open it. Okay. But Salvation, I know, isn't opened. Look at that. You can still, and I have this other one. Look, this box isn't even, like, I even have this box. It hasn't even been opened yet. And I did that on purpose. And I want to just open it now, so at least I can have this sort of haunting me. And thank you, Chris. I'm in the States, in case you didn't figure that out. And I picked up this, and this is the City of Ash. And I paid full price for it too, or maybe not full. Maybe it was discounted. Anyway, and I have 3 kids, and we have bills to pay, and we have things coming up. And this, I'll get something out of this. I'll be excited. I will be. I'll be happy, sort of. I'll be lost in the world of my little plastic dudes and dudettes and fighting the icky Skaven, or vice versa, fighting the smooth-skinned icky peoples, or both. But so they released that thing Friday, Saturday, depending on when you want to look at it. The Exodite thing for KillTeam with the 3 dragons and little dragon puppies, and the orcs. I'm interested in the orcs. Huge selling point for me is the fact that it has those stupid orcs. But, and I say stupid, if you feel personally attacked, I apologize. This is about me. So the fact that my like of those miniatures is there, that's what I'm referring to. And not that I shouldn't like them. I can see this digging myself more of a hole. But okay, so it's not available. It sold out Saturday night, if not earlier. I am going to call up a hobby store that I know in Lubbock, and but it is, because you can then conversely, look at like this game, Cosmica, which for around the same price, I got scenery. I didn't get the miniatures. I had to, but I did get a sprue of astronauts. This is still up there to haunt me. And I haven't done anything with it yet. I will at some point, I hope soon, only because of the base size. I'm not happy with the 32mm base size that they're recommending in the game. I know it's my game. I can do with it what I want, but still. You know, I was just looking at these flags and I realized they're about the size of a toothpick, and I need to do a. Hang on for a second. So, when you step away, you got to remember to let the camera know that you are here. Toothpick. Vanderpool. Where is the guy? There he is, I think. No, that's the captain. There he is. Ah! Nope, it's a little bit too. See that? It's a little bit too fat. Darn it. But in thinking about the toothpicks, I thought about. I remember these. Now, these are spears from the that Dominion box. And can I? Ooh, okay. Obviously the hand has to go, but I'm not his hand, but this hand on here. Maybe I could leave it there. So I'm joking. Interesting. Okay, problem solved. No, it hasn't been. Because then I want to figure out, because he's going to be holding it farther down, figure out how to do a standard. Or do I want it? I'll play with that a little bit, but that's a great. They had some great spears in those. I like the swamp orcs a lot, and so that's my problem. In that it's 100 and however much, and they sold out. They have no intention of selling it to me. They don't care if they sell it to me. That could be said for most companies, but they want people. I get the general idea that these guys at Dark Space Skirmish Game, no, Black Site Studios, they want me to be at least talking about it, and they will appreciate something coming up about it and it piquing other people's interests. And you look at it and you go, or you have the, oh God, this guy, and of course there's Fred there, Patrick Todoroff. You know, he'll appreciate it, but I still really want the expedite thing. And you look at Forbidden Psalm, you look at some of the other games that I've done on here, and you'll be like, oh, that's killer. I mean, just a second. I stepped away and grabbed a couple books, and I know you're not going to be happy with this, but that's life. Sometimes that's just the way you got to roll with certain things. Like this book. You know, it's a zombie game, and it is Forbidden Psalm, and I know that's going to turn off some people. I know it. I did a couple flip throughs of it. I've discussed it. I've played it. and he has this addendum, and I probably need to cement it in the book, but it just wonderful art, all created by a person who didn't have a huge budget, who is putting food on the table for himself, his partner, his kid, whatever the story is behind him, or all three, or all four, whatever the story is. And yeah, this, it's an oldie but a goodie, but it's not that old, but and so same with, and I still want that stupid Exodite thing, and I still got this, and it's sitting on my desk unmade. I won't get a chance to play it. I've a friend that I have done some gaming with, and he's made it abundantly clear he will not do anything, not because he does anything to begin with. Computer games, yeah, they're, and this type of, and I'm doing a bit of a rant, and but my dilemma is, I found something I think is cool. I thought, if I get the chance to get it at a discount, I'll get it. They're sold out. The website when I went to, I did my search on eBay, because sometimes you can find like Flipside Gaming. There's another one that will have some stuff on discount, and you'll be like, And yes, I'm one of those customers, and probably like a lot of you guys. Yes, you're probably that customer too, where to pay $300 for a awesome box of miniatures and stuff. Yeah, you could afford it, but can you? And wouldn't it be nice to get it for $200? Come home, you went by and picked up hamburgers, or you didn't eat out, you went by the grocery store and picked up a couple things for that you know your family would like, versus spending that extra $100. So I thought maybe I could find Armageddon on discount, because I sort of want that. I don't want the Marines unless they were Beaky Boys. I don't want those. I wanted the orcs and the Gretchen, because not Gretchen. Yes, Gretchen. I got them confused with Snotlings, and I was like, maybe I can find those on discount. You can find the individual halves and stuff, but screw that. People are selling that for like $200. So I'm subsidizing someone else's poor judgment by just getting part. I know it's not worth $200. No way, shape, or form, in my opinion. Now, $200 to get the whole thing, yeah. Uh, that and a song and a dance, and I'm sure maybe a retailer is going to watch this at some point and go, but dude, that cost me $225, and to sell it for $200, or I forget what the markup is. It's easily, you can find it on internet somewhere. I've found it before, and I know other people have done specific videos, but this is my thing. So father, employee, hobbyist, I have all the crap, and then I have my attention problem. I have all the crap associated with that, and it's hard. And then you deal with these little. So I was watching Ash Barker, I think is his last name, the Gorilla Miniature Gaming. He did a wonderful review of the Exodite set, which thought, maybe I should do that, and I can do a full hobby of it. But I don't know. I don't think that. I'm not sure. I would like to do that. I would like to get that set. I'm going to. You know what I'm going to do later on today when it's not so early in the morning? I am going to go ahead and call them up and see if they have that in, not today, but tomorrow. Well, they might be open today. Yeah, they are. They're hobby store afternoon. Um, and I'm sort of hoping that they say no, because there's also the new Pillage set coming out, and there's also a new Kickstarter that will be here for another game that I'm interested in, and then there's this other thing I'm working on, and I want to get some miniatures for More Games Atlantic, but I'd like to get them a little bit on sale. They don't have to be a lot, but a little bit, and to buy 3 boxes of the same thing just so I could turn around and say something. I'm not sure that's where I want to go. So, I know other people are out there with the same problem. I know that when Games Workshop made that box set, they had no intention of selling one to me. They did not give a rat's patootie. This guy initially no, he didn't care, not personally, but it makes a difference in buying something from him. Look, I mean, and someone thought about this, and it wasn't, and you could go, well, I don't like the style, it's hard to read, which I've read all that. Okay, I have some challenges, but I can get through this. And it's different enough. The biggest challenge I had was trying to find scenery that was suitable for it to make it work. But that's not that. That's sort of a fun challenge. Same with that one. Same with the stuff by Patrick Todorov. For that matter, any of the games published by Osprey so far, you could sort of say the same thing. I got into Headstone and Bone. I'm almost done with that, and I haven't finished it because I have one of those things that happens in my brain where if I finish it, what will I do next? And so I'm going to be pulling the trigger on 2 different sets of minis, the dire wolves, and it's gonna take me some time to get that finished because that's my next thing in dragging my feet. Is that I won't do it. And you can see where this is going, but help. And the truth is, I don't need help. I know everyone else. Well, not every, I know a lot of people have this type of thing. I know there are also people that would say, "Oh, $300 for that's great. I'll just get it." And maybe they'll be like me and not ever open it, and it'll be sitting there. And hmm, okay. In all seriousness, this is not a huge problem. There are people who are dying in weird conflicts today. There are people that are struggling. There are people. I do this to help me deal, and I say this. I'm picking up my little plastic dolly who happens to be the leader of a warband of dudes that there's no dudettes here yet. And it helps me deal with that other stuff. It helps me deal with the micromanaging boss and the other thing is going on. Like I'm sure it does you. So thank you. I thank you for watching, and I hope you get something out of this and you're slightly entertained and it gives you some food for thought. If you have an idea or a suggestion or a place where I can pick up like the Red Corsairs were really good, or the latest Armageddon box, or Exodites for a reasonable price. I would like to pay less because I'll have to have it shipped to me than full retail. Let me know. Yeah, it was on eBay for over 300 bucks. Today's Sunday, so that was yesterday. So Friday night, over 300 bucks before it was even officially out. So yeah, I know people that just they probably have a standing order that anything new comes in, just or they have some way of bodying it. And of course, then I thought, well, maybe I'll see what it's going for on Games Workshop at 9 or 10 in the morning, soon after I got the email. And sure enough, already sold out in US. XCOM is coming up. That's another thing. But that one, again, I think you're supporting a couple people that, and then you have a writer that is a decent guy, seems to be anyway. And please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I could use some help, as you see. And I know I'm not the only person like this, but thank you again. Take care. Happy gaming.